Well, Stubbo trainer Ty Robson has made the 5.5-hour trip to a club in Angle, a rare visit to a headquarters. I caught up with Ty to have a chat about his career both on and off the track. Well, good to see you here, Ty. Heavenly sign you're here with tonight, a very consistent mare.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, it's good to be here. Yeah, no, she deserves a shot down here. We bought her as a broodmare prospect. She's very well bred, better slide out of Evans Trent. I think she won 500,000. So, yeah, we'll try and give her a few starts down here. She's got to Brisbane. We're going to take her up to Queensland after winter or start of spring. So, yeah, give her a few runs here and see how she goes.
This is a very rare 5.5-hour trip down, and of course the same return. You mainly centre around Bathurst and Dubbo and those particular regions.
Yes, it is. It's a long haul. Grew up in the Hunter Valley, so used to be a bit closer when we were based in Newcastle. But it's about a 5-hour trip from Golgong. So we moved there with intentions of just being a breeding operation, but we ended up putting in a track and training a few horses from there.
Ty, your career both professionally and in harness racing has been mapped out for quite some time.
Yes, no, I was born into the sport, and my father, I suppose third or fourth generation, so his father had him, and my dad had him for a while, got out of him in early 2000s, but he's guided me, inspired me to press on with a few horses, and everything I know and have learned is credit to him.
As far as your career away from harness racing, that's also been well and truly mapped out.
Yes, no, I'm a building inspector or certifier, so I've done that now for near 20 odd years. So working in local government, so I've bounced around the state a little bit, so from the Hunter Valley, and then went out to Nyngan for a few years. Trained one there, local galloping trainer said I was the first harness racing horse to win from Nyngan in about 50 or 60 years. He said they used to race there in the 50s with the show. And then we had, wife and I had an opportunity to work at Mid-Western Regional Council at Mudgee. So my wife Kayla, she's a town planner, so we both work for the council there. So it was a good opportunity. We both had two good jobs offered to us, so we moved there.
So as far as the combination with the wife is concerned, Ty, it's 24/7.
Yeah, I met Kayla at Cessnock City Council. Kayla's a town planner. We followed one another with work. Kayla, she's had horses all her life too, but she's coming from a heavy horse background, and then on to cutting horses, and then she's helps out now. She's got a licence this year, just recently, so hopefully by the end of the year she starts to have a few drives.
And Ty, you operate under KTR standard breds, and you've got a farm.
Yeah, no, we've got 50 odd acres out there. As I said earlier, it was intentions to move there just to breed a few horses, to maintain interest and not train any. We've got around 6 or 7 broodmares. We've built up to taking on average around 5 to the yearling sales each year, so that keeps us busy, especially around yearling preparation time. If we're training a few and then preparing a few, it's full on.
As far as the breeding side of it, Ty, you've been very successful in breeding some very nice types, and that looks to be the case once again. You've got some nice bred weanlings that are coming up for a sale.
Yeah, we've got 5 at this point in time going through. So each year we try to upgrade the mares and go to better stallions. So next year we've got a lovely Better's Delight filly out of a mare called Liz Lass. She's had 5 to the track so far for 5 winners, all 2-year-old winners actually, and she's got a pretty smart one in New Zealand. He's Triple G. He just run 3rd in the Size Stakes Group 1 over there. So he's won 4 or 5 from only 5 or 6 starts. So he looks to be quite handy and promising for the mare. So there's a Better's Delight filly out of her that should come through next year.
So you've been training since 2010, only small teams as you mentioned, but you've got a very good strike rate with over 50 winners and over 100 placings.
Yeah, been fortunate. As I said, my dad he's a very good trainer. They're in my name, but he's been there in the background, so I've had a pretty good upbringing in that regard. And we only generally have 2 or 3 in work, and very fortunate. Like cousin, he buys us nice horses, which is good. It certainly helps. We had Group 2 success, I think, with Starry Art. She won the last Size Stakes at Harold Park before they moved them all to Menangle, so she was a good mare for us. I think she won 10 or 15 from only 40 odd starts. In recent years we've been knocking on the door in terms of group success. We've qualified a few for the Golden Guitar and the Inner City Pace and the likes, but we just haven't knocked one off yet. But ran a few placings in those group races, but fingers crossed.
Yeah, on the subject of Starry Art, her career came to a sad and abrupt end when she still had plenty more to offer.
Yeah, she won her last start at Newcastle and fractured a knee in the same start, and yeah, just smashed the knee. So unfortunately, she couldn't push on racing, and she was quite temperamental. So she was never one for being a mum. So unfortunately, we tried, but yeah, she just didn't want to have a bar of that, and unfortunately, which is a shame.
You mentioned your dad, Jeff, a big influence on your career.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I grew up and watching all his videos and the like, and he had pretty good success with his brother Keith with a horse called Qatari Air. So they raced in a lot of the good races. He was actually just shy of a Miracle Mile, but he raced in the Newcastle Mile and the Derbies and Queensland Derbies, and taken the likes of Brian Hancock. We owned a Chief, we owned a Warrior. Yeah, Thor 8 and the like back in those days. So, and then he won his fair share of races at Harold Park back in the day as well. So yeah, I have a lot of good memories watching those videos back in the day.
So out of COVID, which were very dark times, you came up with a very nice name for a horse.
Have you checked in? Yeah, it was we had 5 names picked out, and it wasn't one of them, so I had to put a 6th name down on the naming form, and I didn't talk to, so he's co-owned between my father and my cousin as well. Yes, that was a bit of a laughing joke, but it's kind of stuck and everyone seems to like it. But yeah, he's a nice horse, just coming back up, and we're aiming him for the triad in Queensland in August.
So despite the name, he's turned out to be a pretty nice horse.
Yeah, no, he's a nice horse. He's most probably just shy of the top Group 1 horses. We sent him down here with Ricky Alchin, and he won a few races with him, and he contested, like the Simpson and the Derby heats and the like. He's most probably just shy of that grade, but we run 4th in the Group 1 triad in Queensland last year with him in the final, so hopefully go up there this year and go a few placings better would be nice.
So his nickname is Coley. Is that named after the great Indian batsman?
It's spelt that way. However, he's by Hurricane King Cole, so it was initially inspired that way, but it's spelt like the cricketer.
Well, let's hopefully he can keep putting the runs on the board for you.
Yeah, fingers crossed. As I said, he'll go on and win a few more races. He's trialling tomorrow. He should start in the next few weeks and get a few runs under his belt before we take him through the Queensland.
Another nice horse for you. Certainly no star, but he was just a lovely horse, manly boy.
Yeah, no, that was the wife's horse. Yeah, he's just a bread and butter horse, but he's just an absolute gentleman. Yeah, and he just he was by no means no superstar, but he's a gentleman, and he's retired now and living out his days at home.
Well, Ty, it's been good to catch up. Good luck with Heavenly Sign moving forward, in particular the Queensland campaign, and we'll keep a close eye on Have You Checked In.
Thank you. Thanks for that.